fuck they're talking about half the time. I spent my teenage years being monitored and evaluated for something that was totally not worth looking into. I could have taken care of this on my own. Seriously, I could have. I could have gotten it brushed underneath the carpet. If they didn't have to be so fucking stubborn. Get everybody else involved. None of this would have happened to begin with. Face it, Doc. Using the word mixture makes them sound so fake it's ridiculous. And you know that. Anyways, update time. Well, not as angry as I used to be. My eyes have been completely normal. No suicidal ideation, no depression. Just having some pure aggravation. Because it's the situation alone. If I had a fucking nickel for every time I picked a crazy son of a bitch out of the crowd, I'd probably be financially stable. But all it takes is one situation for it to be the end. Always stuck fighting for what's right when they don't even have the gall to fight with me. And that's why I depend on him. He sees my justice. He sees my faults. He sees my past. And he forgives me. He always forgives. All I have to do is reach for his hand. He will take me to the ruin. And he will show me justice. He's not who you think he is, Doc. He's right behind you.
And if it's not Listeria, all the gent will do is cure the Legionnaire's disease and put whatever is killing me back into overdrive.
For the past 2 months in my life, things seem to be growing cold. And I don't care. And I don't want to care. I can't seem to care, because every time I do care, I can't seem to make things work. You see, so far in 2026 this year has been an absolute shit show. And now here we are in April, 30 years old, and it just seems like day by day, week by week, night in and night out, it just seems like everything keeps going colder and colder and colder, and it just makes me ask myself, what is life really about anymore? I still feel lost and confused about everything. Who are my real friends? What am I on this earth to do? What is my purpose anymore? Because my purpose is not to be an average Joe just like the rest of these people in Permanent. I can't stand being like this. I can't stand being that person. Because every time I have to think of myself as an average Joe, it hurts my spirits. It really insults me, and it really hurts my feelings that I gotta think like you. You know, I kept telling myself that we don't have to live in this misery anymore. I've told myself multiple times that I should stop being miserable, and everything I tried to do to distract myself from being miserable doesn't fulfill me. Everything I tried to do doesn't fulfill me. I have a job that I love. It still doesn't fulfill me. I make music now, and it still doesn't fulfill me. I could have all the money in the world and it doesn't fulfill my misery. And maybe it's just because I like to make Palmerton's life a living hell, and maybe that just fulfills my soul just a little bit. But how far am I willing to go at this point? In June, we'll be 7 years old. In August, Man Monster Miscreation will be 7 years old. We're not that far off. And the one thought that pops into my mind when I think about this vlog series is, not one person has spoke up against me. Not one person has spoke up to this vlog series. Not one person has opened up their mouth to me about Man Monster Miscreation. Not one for 7 years. That's the thought that pops into my head, and I'm just like, what is it all for? That's the one thing that pops into my head, and I just keep asking myself these questions. How long do you want to keep going? How long do you want to go far with this? Do you want to go further with this? Do I have what it takes to keep going for Man Monster Miscreation? Because I don't know.
March 1st, 2013. Page 13 of 28. Upon meeting with the examiner for the first time, the examiner explained the assessment process to Michael. It was clear to the examiner that Michael was anxious. Michael expressed a preoccupation with the notion that the testing results may lead to him being expelled from school and or label him as being crazy. Michael brought these thoughts up multiple times throughout the testing sessions. He would comment that he had to be careful about how he would answer certain questions because he did not want others to perceive his answers as being crazy. This was especially true when Michael was asked to complete a behavior rating scale. Michael carefully analyzed each question and thought about his answer before responding. This response style was not consistent, but it was the response style that Michael demonstrated on other assessment tasks. Michael tended to be more self-aware of his responses when discussing behavior than when being asked to complete cognitive and academic tasks. Because Michael became easily preoccupied with these concerns, the examiner tried to keep the conversation focused on the assessment tasks rather than immediately discussing the incidents that had occurred over the past 2 months. During the cognitive and academic assessments, Michael's response style was consistent with the response style that was noted in the 2006 evaluation. Michael worked through tasks quickly and seemed to have a difficult time slowing down his response style. Even when the examiner moved from one item to the next at a slower rate, Michael would respond immediately rather than taking some time to look at an item. On the cognitive assessment, this was true for both verbal and nonverbal tasks. On verbal tasks, Michael would often respond by saying the first thing he would think of. He would then often retract that answer because he became uncertain about it. Often, if he could not think of an immediate response, he would state that he did not know how to respond. When prompted to answer or required for more information, Michael often provided little to no additional information. On non-verbal tasks, Michael's response style was impulsive. On the block design subtest, Michael worked through items quickly and often made simple orientation mistakes. He would typically self-correct these before completing the design, but had to make multiple corrections until he created the correct design. On tasks that required him to point, he often pointed to a response within a matter of a few seconds. It is unlikely that during that time he was able to apply the rules of the task and scan all of the responses before providing an answer. Michael did not self-monitor his response after he chose an item. Many times the choice he made was not one of the distractor items, which is an item that is very similar to the correct choice, but rather an item that did not make sense in the context of the subtest. His response style on the academic assessments was consistent with the style reported in previous evaluations. When Michael has good knowledge of a task, he works hard and tries his best. On tasks that are more difficult, particularly applied academic tasks, Michael seems to put forth less effort and responds more haphazardly.
At 30 years old, I don't know. But I do remember saying that this was going to be a prison sentence, not for me, but for them. And I damn well meant it. And I damn well made sure that it was going to happen. You see, I don't care if this vlog series doesn't get many views. I don't care if this channel doesn't get many views or likes or comments. What I do care about are the people that support this. And the one thing that I am most proud of in this vlog series is that when I die, they have this to attend to. They have this that's left behind. They have these memories, not the good ones. And I was okay with that because I didn't get to speak my mind way back when. And now finally I got to speak my piece. Finally I got to tell my side of the story even when it didn't mean shit. I at least told the truth. I was nothing but honest to these people for damn near almost 15 years, and if it didn't get anywhere, then what was I supposed to do? This isn't just a cry for help. This wasn't just a cry for help. This was to help me understand what's going on here. Because I didn't get that envelope till last year. I didn't know what was wrong with me. And now that I finally know what's wrong with me, I feel lied to. I feel betrayed and stabbed in the back thousands and thousands of times over. And even when they don't give a shit about me, I have to suck that up for the rest of my life. And they could sit there and be like, well, you let this situation ruin you. You ruined me. Period. I wasn't the one that did this to myself. You could have just left everything alone. You could have let bygones be bygones, let the peace speak for itself, and just moved on. But you couldn't do that, could you? You couldn't do that for the life of you. So now that there's no longer any good memories, these are the good memories. The memories in where I was honest with you, I told the truth, and you didn't even want to care. Which is, at the end of the day, not my fault. So if you wanted all of this to stop, it's too damn late for you. Because I gave you opportunities, I gave you chances. And if you don't want to take those chances, fine by me. Now we're in the thick of it. Now I gotta make this last. Now I gotta make sure that I outlive every single one of you and make this vlog series grow strong. And now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this year so far. Okay? I don't want to feel like I'm alone, but I do feel like I'm alone. I don't want to feel stranded, but I really feel stranded. I don't want to feel lost and confused, but I've been lost and confused for almost 15 years. And all of you want to try to change that. All of you think that this is gonna... All of you think that if you could just yell at me, that everything's just gonna fucking work. No. It's not my fault that everything feels like an insult when it's not. It's just honest truth. And I don't want people to care about me at this point. Because some people remember that back in high school, when I turned 30, I was supposed to end it. End it all and never look back. Look forward to the next life, and that's it. If I didn't have my life together by 30, everything was supposed to end. Done. Over. Forget everything that happened with me. I wasn't just gonna sit here and let my life rot. But I guess since I'm 30 now, and still standing, I guess that means something. Doesn't mean a whole lot, but it means something. So now I have to sit here and let everything get to me, and let everything grow cold, and let everything bother me. And I'm just gonna put up this brick wall and just forget the world and disconnect from everybody, because that's the solution that matters. Because it's not like I've been doing that for the last 10 years. I'm supposed to be okay with the situation at hand, but I'm not. I'm trying to build my self-confidence, build my self-worth, build my self-respect, because I have none of that. How am I supposed to move forward in life if I don't have any of those things? I don't have confidence in myself. I don't have trust in myself. I don't have worth. I don't have anything. I can't even respect myself, let alone my friends. So why can't I just build my brick wall and just disconnect from the world? Because everything in my life is just going to expire and just grow cold anyway. So why should I feel the way I feel? And it feels like yesterday. It feels like yesterday, where I would always go to work and there would always be this great advice on how anger creates creativity and pain creates great artwork and stuff like that. It feels like yesterday, when really it was just the end of 2024. If the winter taught me anything, it taught me how to be an even more condescending, cold-hearted, black-hearted bastard and never look back. Because nothing matters. Nobody matters. Nothing is supposed to matter. It's just, I matter. And maybe that's my future. Maybe I just matter. Maybe I need to just shut the fuck up and just worry about myself. Maybe I just need to just suck it up, deal with it, let them live their prison sentence for the way it is, and you can just live your life the way it's supposed to be. Because they feel rich and entitled to everything now, doesn't it? They got everything handed to them on a silver platter except for you. And now that everybody's happy that they ruined my life, now that everybody's happy that this doesn't exist to them anymore, now that they're happy about silence, they won't know the real truth. They won't know the honest truth about me. They won't know anything about everything anymore. They're just gonna live their life as an average human being. And I get to live my life as an honest, condescending son of a bitch. And now I get to walk out of season 8 however I want to walk out. It's going to be nobody's problem but me at this point in time. Because I seen the future for me. I seen what this channel can do for me. I seen what this channel can do in the long run. I've seen it all since 2019. I'm grateful for the fans I have. It may not be much. I'm grateful for the fans I have. But I guess I'm not supposed to be grateful until I reach 1,000, right? Because that's where the heart matters, is when everybody cares about you. Newsflash, nobody wants to care about you. I don't want to care about you. I don't want to give a shit about you. I want to outlive you, and then I will be the one with all the self-confidence, the self-worth, and the self-respect. I'm going to outlive all of you, whether you like it or not. Do you understand that? Do I have your attention now? I am going to outlive you. And you can deal with that. What are you going to do about it? Because you're not going to risk your life and your kids to off me. You're not going to risk any of that, and I know that. So all I have to do is just keep on telling the honest truth while you sit there oblivious to everything. If that's the way you want to live your life, fine, because I've tried to be the better person. I've tried to change everything about me just to try to fit in, but nothing seemed to work. Nothing seemed to have me fit in, so now I'm just the one and only alpha wolf in Pomeranian. Because nobody wants to be like me. Why not? They're just gonna look like a mental basket case with no future, right? They're never gonna end up like me with their own story. You know, sometimes I wish I was happy for your lives, you know? Being able to just ruin someone's life and walk away. Being able to ruin someone's reputation and then walk away. You sit there and blame me like I'm the one that did this to myself. I didn't call the cops on myself. I didn't want to get help. I didn't want to get tested. But you refused that fact, and then you forced it on me by calling. It's a low blow. It's a severe low blow to me. And I'm supposed to be the one to just eat it. Just take it on the chin and be okay with it. I wish I could say I was happy for your lives, but I can't. I hope your life is a living nightmare because I said so. Since you don't want to listen, and you don't want to know what's a threat and what's a promise, and you just want to sit there and consider everything a threat, then I guess we're just going to have to get even more condescending, and we'll see who's really, really honest about this entire situation. As of now, this is still a prison sentence to you. This won't end until it's a decade. Do you understand that? I could be as toxic and brutal as you want me to be. I'm not going to sit here and be your doormat, because I've been your doormat for way too long. And whatever you thought of me at that high school reunion, whatever you thought of me, whatever you thought of me as, you're wrong. because you're not involved in my life. So whatever you say about me, you don't know a goddamn thing. So put that in your pipe and smoke it with your kids. Because I am not a broken heart. I am not the weight I lost. I am not the miles I ran. I am not the way I slept on my doorstep under the bare sky of tears and whiskey because I thought my life was empty. When I thought my life was empty, I needed something solid to sleep on. It's this vlog series. I slept every day hoping and praying that you would get the message, but you didn't want to do that. You didn't want to look for the answers, so now it's all on you. Now it's up to you to find all your answers, all your solutions. Go ahead. Because nothing changes. As of this moment, nothing and nobody changes. I will not see surrender until I see God. I will not let you be a funny little footnote on my fucking ass. Because you want to be right. All these years you want to be right. I'm not letting that happen anymore. You think you know everything about me, and you think you know how this life is going to end. I will outlive you. Because let's be honest, let's be true to each other. I've already outlived Chance Whiteman, and that video that I made about him in 2020, I'm gonna make that video age like fine freaking wine. I've already outlived Andrew Ringler, and I've already outlived Bob Smith, and I've already outlived a couple other people that didn't do anything wrong in the first place, so let's not talk about them. Hey, how many more people do I have to outlive for you to get your attention? How many people do I have to outlive in order for this channel to be something special? Something sentimental. Sentiments. That's what I want. I want sentiments. I want things to be sentimental at this point. We're getting old. The more we get older, the more this channel gets older, and the more it's gonna age like fine wine. And I'm gonna make damn sure of it. And you better not get in my way of what's really important to me. Because I have this, I have my music, and I have what's left in my soul. I have nothing left to lose but you. I can live without you. So let's be very, very clear to each other. If you think that this vlog series was made just to get back at people, you are absolutely freaking wrong, because I spent every season telling you what this vlog series was made for. To tell the truth. To be honest. Find another way to fit in, since I couldn't fit in with the rest of you. So let's get one thing very clear. If you think this is gonna be in vain, I will make damn sure that you are absolutely freaking wrong. And I will make every video the best video you have ever freaking seen. I bet you didn't expect me to use that paperwork in part of this vlog series, because I bet you didn't expect me to even think of opening that envelope ever since that envelope was given to me last year. I bet you didn't expect this to go the way it was supposed to go. You didn't expect things to go this far. I wanted things to go this far because I have to, and because I want to. And you have no decision and no solution for this vlog series, and there is nothing you can do about it. There is nothing you can do to stop me at this point, because I'm now 30, and now this is your life, and this is your prison sentence. Till the day I outlive Every single one of you. MDDEVIL. Dysfunct out.